Hello and welcome back to the channel. You run your product-based brand, so your day probably starts before the sun comes up and ends with you wondering if you followed up with that supplier. You meant to. You just didn't. This video is just a real look at what those days feel like and one small shift that might help you feel a little more in control. You're up early, packing orders, answering messages, trying to post something on Instagram before the day takes off. You glance at your shelf and think, wait, am I low on that bestseller again? But there's no time to check. A customer just messaged, a package needs to go out, and that supplier email? Still you're waiting. The day keeps moving. And your inventory? It's just barely hanging on. Running the front of your business, customers, sales, shipping, that's already a lot. But the back end? That's a whole other world. Checking stock levels, reordering before it's too late, juggling suppliers, trying to keep up with spreadsheets, if you even have one. And I'll be real with you, that back-end part, it's the piece that wears most of us down. You're not behind, you're not scattered. You're just one woman, 37 decisions deep, still trying to remember if you reordered labels. You didn't, but that's okay. So here's one calm shift that can give you back some space. Set a reorder point at 40% of your usual stock. Let's break this down simply. I am not a mathematician, so this is super easy. If you normally carry 100 units of body butter, then your reorder point is 40, not 5. That's when you restock now, before the panic kicks in. That habit builds margin, and margin brings calm. Fewer emergencies, more ease, and more space to focus on what you actually want to grow, the business. If this helped even a little, please go ahead and subscribe, because your business deserves to feel lighter behind the scenes.